Hello everyone, Regina here. I'm going to show you a nice pasta dish. This is quick. It's called chili pasta. And what you're going to need for this dish is you're going to need your seasoning, coarse sea salt or ground sea salt, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder. You're going to need some elbow noodles, a pound of hamburger. You're going to need a tomato and an onion, and you're going to need some tomato sauce. I've already started, and then I thought, oh my goodness, I wonder if anybody else knows how to make chili pasta. So take your onions and your tomatoes and sear them in a pan. Brine your water for your elbow pasta. Water, a little bit of salt. And I'm going to show you how to pull this dish together. You're going to add your hamburger. And for those that didn't get to see me because I started cooking and then I decided to make the video, but I put my onions and my tomatoes and some of my garlic, roasted garlic, Benissimo. This is a really good oil right here, guys. I mean, really, it is just, it's beautiful. You can get it on Amazon. I haven't been able to find it in the grocery stores lately. But brown your ground beef. Sear your tomatoes and your onions in some of your Benissimo or your favorite olive oil. While your burger is browning, we're going to take 2 cups of the macaroni noodles. We're going to go ahead and boil those in our salted brine water. And these are all the spices. You can add them all to one bowl. The ground beef that I use don't produce much grease, so that's why I do keep the olive oil on hand as well. And then you don't have to drain it, but you can, depending on what it looks like after it browns or how much is left. I may drain it, but we'll get to that bridge and cross it in a minute. And I am going to go ahead and drain some of this off as well. When you're purchasing your tomato sauce, get a tomato basil sauce. Your favorite tomato basil. I use Totorosa, but you can use any kind of tomato basil sauce, tomato sauce that you want. We are going to go ahead and drain this. And as you can see, that's quite a bit of juice, and we don't want that floating on top of our chili pasta. So we're going to go ahead and, now that it's drained, we're going to put our burger back in the pan. And now that our burger is nice and drained, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our seasoning. We got 2 tablespoons of each of our seasonings. We're going to go ahead and stir all of that in. We're going to add our tomato sauce. Stir that in. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water. And taste it for flavor. And that's perfect. Now we're going to let this cook while our pasta, our elbow pasta, noodles are cooking. And we're going to leave that It's 11:42 a.m. And by the way, we're going to turn this down to a simmer. 11:43. I just had to remind you guys of that. And as you can see, the cooking time, our pasta is now al dente. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to slowly add our pasta to our sauce. Make sure it's drained because you got the perfect seasonings going on there. You don't want to water it down. And some people would call this hamburger helper, but I call it chili pasta. Any pasta that's left over, you can make a macaroni salad with it if you want to. And then just stir that all in. You don't want to put too much of the pasta in because it's still going to cook and it's going to absorb the sauce, but you still want it to be saucy. You don't want it to be dry. So looking at that, maybe add just a little bit more. And you see the time. Uncover that. Take the rest of our pasta out and then use it in a different dish. I'll make a macaroni salad out of that with some tuna. This is the tuna that I use. I like it a lot. And I don't use a lot of mayonnaise, but when I do use mayonnaise, I use Duke's or either Hellmann's because, hey, bring out the Hellmann's, you bring out the best, right? And I'll show you guys how to make a nice macaroni salad with the leftover macaroni noodles. And while our chili pasta is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick pasta dish. What you're going to need for this dish is you're going to need a tomato, onion, boiled eggs, tuna, pickles, I use Clausen, Saison, tropical, and sesame seed oil. And you're going to take all of those ingredients, you're going to mix them in a bowl, add it to your elbow macaroni. And our secret ingredient is Szechuan pepper, salt, and spice blend. Just grind it on there. And there you go. Nice pasta salad for later. You're going to need about a teaspoon of the Saison, a teaspoon of each of the seasonings that I showed you. You can use the onions at your discretion and the tomatoes at your discretion as well. And the same with the pickles. So good. You see what time it is now. We can go ahead and turn this off because it's ready to serve. And there you go. Chili pasta. It's what's for lunch. Very simple, very basic. Take that, hamburger helper. No chemicals, no preservatives, no additives. Fresh, homemade, from scratch. And if you want to, you can sprinkle mozzarella all over it, or a 3 cheese blend, Parmigiano, Romano if you want to. Whatever you want to do with it. You could put breadcrumbs, then put some cheese and stick the whole thing in the oven and turn it into a macaroni baked dish. But for the most part, this is done. I'm going to show you what it looks like served up. And there you go. Chili pasta, and this is my husband's right here, with some butter bread on the side. And this is the delicious pasta salad for me. Isn't that nice? I'm going to tell you something. Fresh, quick ideas. I hope you try it and let me know what you think. Bye.